y'all? Y'all know who I am, David, aka Preacher Man, and I'm back with here talking about prison stories. Part of my prison stories, part two, from being a correction officer. And first thing I want to get kids to understand, man, is to change our life, man. Change what you doing bad and make it right. Get off the streets. Lose no friends. That ain't up to no good. Who ain't influencing you to be good? You know, find out what you want to do with your life. Write it down on paper so you know where you're going in life. Write it on paper. Put it up in that on that mirror in the bathroom so that you know when you go wash your face, you see where you're going in life. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. Because some of y'all, you're messing your life up, and it's going to affect you when you get older, when you get that common sense, and you start thinking right. It's going to affect you. Some of y'all ain't out there yet. Y'all thinking about it. Don't you go out there. Stay your butt in that house. Get on that computer and find out what it takes to go to college, what it takes to get a trade at a community college as well. Because life is not for the faint of heart. I'm just going to say that right now. It ain't for the faint of heart. You got to be strong out here. And you can't be influenced with all this bad stuff and negativity. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, about to dive in right now. What is prison like? Because I know that's what y'all asking. What is prison like? Since you a former correctional officer, tell me what prison is like. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. First things first. First things first in prison. When you first come to prison, you're going to come through the transfer system. All right? So that means you're going to be on a bus, a prison bus, with cages on it. They're going to ride you to that prison, and y'all going to all be shackled together. So if you coming from the county, you might have on some regular street clothes. You know what I'm saying? You might have your little whatever you had going into the county jail. You know what I'm saying? You might have, your house shoes on, flip-flops, or your J's, whatever you got on. All right? So once you come in, we strip you down to that. Throw that. We take that stuff, right? We take that stuff, we put it up in an area. Because if you got time, you ain't never going to see that outfit again. So all your personal items you got, your money, you can't have your cell phone. I think they send that back to your house, send that to your parents, whoever. You got food, throw the potato chips out, throw whatever you got, that's food out. You ain't going to be eating that. You ain't going to have it. All right. After that, you're going to take your shower. Shower about maybe 5 seconds of a shower. That means you're going to get in, water going to hit you. You better put that soap on your body, get up out of there, because that shower going on, we going to turn it off. You ain't got all day. We got 100 other people to process. We ain't got time to be processing and playing around with you. So we're going to give you your little 5 seconds of fame of a shower. Boom, we're going to have you get your prison jumpsuit on. Welcome to prison. How about that? You're going to get your jumpsuit. You're going to get your little white shirt. You're going to get some little boxes with a hole in the middle. Stupid boxes. Then you're going to get you some slides and some socks. Welcome to prison again, right? Because that's what you wanted. You wanted to be, what can Brown do for you? So we're going to give you your brown jumpsuit with your white shirt and your regular white socks and your slides, right? Some shower shoes. That's basically what I call them. They shower shoes. They slides. So then you're going to get that. Then you're going to carry your happy tail up we're going to take your photo. You're going to have your little prison photo because you obviously you wanted to be famous. So we're going to give you a little photo, right? And when all you had to do is stay free, sucker free, but you decided you're going to go in. So I'm giving you what the breakdown is. Once you get that, get your little photo, little ID. I think they give you the ID at the same time, I believe, with your little number on it. And this is your prison number. So your name could be Jerry, or you could be at a female, you could be a female at a female prison. Your name is Sarah. Your new name is a number. It could be 0065719. That's just how it works. So remember that number, because that's what you're going to be needing. They're going to need your name. Remember that number. All right, so then you're going to go. You're going to have whatever little items, your bed stuff, linen, whatever they got for you. Then you're going to hitchhike yourself to the building that they tell you to go in. Now, if you decide to listen to one of these inmates and go to the wrong building and get jacked up, that's on you. They're going to point out, you got building, you're going to go up there, up the hill, your building is right there. Welcome to adulthood. For a lot of y'all youngsters that wanted to be grown, you're going to get directions the way they're going to give them to you and how we do it. Welcome to prison. You're going to get your hands up there. That building already got people in there that's been incarcerated. So you're going to go, it's like a reception building, as they call it. They say it's a reception building. You stay there until you either going to become permanent party, quote unquote, or you're going to get shipped out to another institution, right? And most of the time, you might stay here for a couple of days, and then you're going to get on another transfer. When you get to that next transfer, you're going to just take your stuff, and you're going to take the prison clothes you got, because they're going to transfer you in the prison systems buses now. Now you state property. All right, you are now a part of the state's property. You're an inventory to the state. That's what they're gonna call you. You in inventory. Okay? And the state ain't got no love for inventory. They ain't got no love for no inventory. They already making money off of you. That's the only thing they want, because you in a bed, they making that money off of you. All right. So that little meal you get down there, trashy meal. You ain't getting no more McDonald's. You might have no Christian organizations bring the prison some pizza, but it ain't like your mama's pizza at home when you get 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slices. You get that one slice, you get to taste enough of the cheese and the pepperoni, then you go hitchhike your back to that dorm. Now, I'm giving you the breakdown. When you take a shower, it's dangerous. Showers are is one of the most dangerous places in a prison. Showers. So a lot of y'all don't know showers. You're going to go in there, you're going to find out. I ain't got time to break it down in my video. But if you go to prison, I'm going to let you find out on your own, since you wanted to go. All right? Next thing you know, you got your bathrooms. All right? This is a regular pop. This is called regular population. You're going to be in that bathroom. Ain't no doors. Ain't no privacy. It's like this. A wall, bathroom, wall, bathroom, wall, bathroom. And you ain't got all day to take a poop. So if you done at home, you on your phone, you about 45 minutes in to a poop, it don't work that way in prison. You got maybe 10 minutes, if that. Because other dudes got to use the bathroom. Or other females got to use the bathroom. And they're not waiting on you. I'm just saying. So this is what y'all want. I'm giving you the real deal Holyfield through Visionary. Because you ain't there yet, hopefully. You're watching this and you're able to say, man, I don't want that. But if you do, you'll find out from the vision to reality. Just helping y'all out. So after you do that, you got your bunk beds. So y'all grown dudes, gangsters on bunk, y'all sleep on bunk beds. Bunk beds. You remember how when you were a kid, if you back in my day, most of us had bunk beds. You had the bottom bunk and your sister had the top, or your brother had the top, you had the bottom, and vice versa. In prison, they don't play about the bunk beds. And most of the time, prisons I worked in, you got to pay rent. That's a secret nobody talks about. So again, if your people ain't paying no money, you might want to stay your butt out them institutions. You might want to take my advice, because I know what I'm talking about. I was a correctional officer. I ain't talking from no prisoners aspect, because everybody come out of prison saying they were gangsters and they were that dude. I'm talking from somebody who went in, did my little shift, and went home, okay? So anyway, you got that aspect of prison. Do you get to go outside? You go outside when they tell you to go outside. Everybody la-di-da-di. You ain't got your education. They got a program for you to go down there. Hopefully, you ain't got to go through this. I'm giving you the visionary, all right? When you are a school inmate, because that's what they call you. They don't call you Johnny and Seth. They don't do that. Prison inmate. You will go down to the schoolhouse. Now, the walk from the top to the stairwell could be dangerous, because you can get whooped up in there. You get stabbed up in there. All right? It's just how the prison crumbles, okay? How everything works. Because y'all want to go. So I'm giving you what is prison like. Now, you got your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. Now, you might not eat your breakfast. You might get lunch today, and you might get dinner today. But tomorrow at breakfast, somebody might want some of your food. They might want some of your lunch. They might want some of your dinner. It all depends on how you act. Hopefully you ain't in there while I'm talking about this, but if you in there, you're going to find out. And it ain't fun. Now, something that I'm going to tell you about. If you don't have no money, Or let's say your mama give you some money because she got she just decides she want to be nice to her baby today. She want to make baby happy today. Her son happy. Her daughter happy. Whatever. They gonna send you that money. But if you get mixed up with the wrong folks, they're gonna be clicking your card. We call it clicking your card. What that means is you gonna click your card for 8 different people. Meaning I got money on my card, but because you afraid of us, me and my boys, we gonna click your card. So you can have $20, and mama might say, hey son, make that $20. Hey daughter, make that $20 last. We click your card. We don't care about what your mama talking about. You got $20, we got $20. That's how it works. So y'all want to go to prison? Half at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you what really go on and what goes down. When it come to fighting, you will get your eyes black, dark. You will be a raccoon. That's how they fight in there. I worked in there and I see too many raccoon eyes, black eyes, and I'm talking about eyes shut. You could be the world's greatest fighter. That has nothing to do with it. Because I've heard stories of women prisons where girls got eyes knocked out of their socket. And I'm not lying. I worked in a men's prison where I heard guys got their eyes taken out by a knife or by somebody punching them in their face. Now, one thing I did see when I worked in there was if you look at your bottom teeth right now, feel your bottom teeth while you looking at this video. I seen a dude get hit with a lock and it knocked all the bottom teeth down. They were still connected to his gums. I'm not telling you stories I read in the book. I'm telling you stuff I seen. So when you ask me, what is prison like? I'm giving you the whole 411. Do rapes happen? Yes. It does. Is homosexual big in there? Yes, it is. Do and will you be somebody's punk? Yes, you will. Because y'all youngsters don't know how life works. You don't know. All I'm gonna say is go in there and find out for yourself. If you so curious, go in there and find out. And you ain't gonna be able to just jump for prison. See when you have an issue at home or in school, you can tell an adult and things can get hashed out. In prison, if you tell, we're gonna call this Camp McCall you at Camp McCall, right? This prison is Prison McCall, however y'all wanna call it. But they decide to send you over to prison silent because something, whatever, for whatever reason. By the time you hit prison silent, everybody gonna know that what happened. Why you transferred there. And it's gonna happen worse over there because if it happened over here, it's gonna happen over there. After a while, you state property again. Remember that. The state don't care about their inventory. If y'all don't believe me, man, every state y'all in right now, go on your computer, put up the news, put another tab up while you're listening to me, put another tab up. Put inmates death in prison. I guarantee you right now, your state you in, your county you in, wherever, there's at least one death in that prison for the year. At least one. Now, I'm quite sure it's more than one, but at least one in one of the prisons in the state you in. It's just how it works. A lot of y'all youngsters gonna navigate life and y'all gonna get messed up in it. I'm telling y'all. You wanna be able to shoot that gun and kill somebody, you gotta realize there's other killers in prison. There's killers in prison that ain't never getting out. And they ready for you to come in there. Because they need something new to punch on, to bully on, to put something in. Don't believe me? It happens. Because every correctional officer that's working at 12 hours going to do 12 hours and go home. Then you're going to get the next rotation to come in. They're going to go home. And the next rotation going to come in. And they're going to go home. But every rotation that comes in, you still going to be there. You still going to be there. And every rotation don't care about your problems because we got a whole bunch of other inmates' problems and a whole bunch of problems that we got to deal with in those days. So if you want to go to prison because you think that you got to be this tough person in the world, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to go. I'm not going to tell you not to go. I wouldn't recommend you to go or to find out. But if you want to, if you're curious, you just got to go. You just got to go. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're going to find out. You ain't as tough as you think you are. You're going to find out. Life ain't as hard out here than it is in there. You're going to find out. So go ahead. Do you. Do you. You're going to find out. Is prison like what I see on TV? No, it's not. Them documentaries with National Geographic, it don't work like that. Most of the time, where they at? They in lockup units. They in units with people behind the wall. They don't go to the dormitories where the inmates are freely walking around in the dorms because it's more dangerous there than it is in a lockup unit. That's why they don't go and show you the real yard. A lot of y'all think y'all gonna go to prison, y'all gonna go into that single cell. It don't work that way. You're gonna touch the ground, the yard first. You have to. It's a must. It's mandatory that you touch this yard. But once you touch this yard, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out for y'all that's looking for a daddy. You're gonna find out, ladies that's looking for a mama. You're gonna find out, men and ladies that don't listen to their parents, what go on in there. Because you ain't gonna go in there and disrespect somebody like you disrespect your parents. They gonna whoop you in there. And they gonna whoop you good in there. And you're gonna be washing somebody's clothes after they whoop you. And you ain't gonna be talking back then. You're gonna be trying to figure out how to go study the law so you can get up out of there. Everything a prison costs. Even if you decide you want to find you a lawyer, a prison lawyer, you got to pay that lawyer, that prison lawyer. And when I say prison lawyer, it's another inmate who studies law. Everybody in there gets paid. It's a pay-to-play world. That's just how that works. That's just how it works. Are rapes real in prison? Yes, it is. Right now in prisons, there's PREA, Prison Rape Elimination Act. That's what that's called. Basically, they're going to tell you, if somebody's trying to rape you, let somebody know it shouldn't be going on. You only going to tell for too long. Because there are people that's been in prison, that's been raped 15, 16, hell, some of them called HIV. That's how deadly rapes are in prison. Now, do most guys give it up because they want to? Yes. Because they're afraid of these guys? Yes. Do women go in there and get raped? Yes. It happens in every prison. I don't care where you're at. Green clothes camps, brown down camps, whatever. Death row, everywhere. Nobody's exempt. It happens. Some people don't even tell it happened to them because it's embarrassing. Now, there are some things that I have seen in prison. And if y'all stay tuned to it, to this whole prison thing, I'll tell you about what I've seen in prison. True stories that I've seen in prisons. Real deal Holyfield stories that I've seen in prisons. I'm not going to tell you on this one. Right here on part 2, I'll tell you part 3. So you got to stay tuned to this thing. Jump on board, juveniles. Parents, get these juveniles over here. I'm telling them real deal Holyfield. I'm not telling them some prison stories about guys just getting whooped up. I'm telling them what's going on, what's going down, what is prison like. I just told you. But I'm about to get really nasty, nitty gritty on part 3 about really more of what goes on in a different way. Because these kids need it. And again, if y'all want to go and y'all want to see how prison is, then you just got to go because you just that curious. Because your homeboy came home and told you, oh man, I was the man in there. Or your girl, homegirl, man, I was the female in there. Everybody loved me, showed me love. You'll find out. It ain't what you think it is. For all those people that's lying to y'all, telling y'all all this stuff about how they went to prison for 10 years, man, everybody not real. Everybody not real, but I'm gonna be real with you. Because I'm as real as it gets. I'm imperative as it gets. I want y'all juveniles to change y'all lives. But if you got to be curious and find out what prison is like after I just told you, because you want to go live it, that's on you.